What is going on, guys? This is your host Real Sykes, and welcome to today's Call of Duty AW video. Now in today's AW video, I'll be showing you sexy people the new DLC with regards to Exo Zombies, the 4 multiplayer maps, and much more. But that's it, guys. Before we go any further in today's AW video, if you guys are coming from the YouTube search list and you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that little red button, and while you guys are at it, like the video. Let's shoot for 100 likes, 100. I know you sexy people can do it, so everybody make sure to like the video. With that said, guys, let's dive into today's AW video. Alrighty, you sexy people, welcome back. Now in today's video, I'll be showing you guys images of every multiplayer map, the new DLC weapon, which is the AE4 Widowmaker, which we've already gotten our hands on, but for those of you that have never seen it, you guys can see it in this image, along with the new Exo Zombie mode. Now I'm going to be breaking this down in depth as much as I possibly can, because I can't say, oh, there's a building there, it looks this color, that color, but I can give you guys reference as to what they used to look like. That way you guys can go play older Call of Duties, get more of a feel as to what the new map will look like. So that's it, guys. Without further ado, let's go ahead and start it off by going to the new Exo Zombie mode. Now, as you guys can see right there, we've already broken down a trailer. I'll have an annotation in the screen on the top left. We already know what the map is going to be. We already know pretty much the aesthetic. We already know the map layout. So we pretty much know every single thing about Exo Zombies except the actual zombies themselves. So for the most part, there's really nothing new. There's zombies. However, if you guys look in the top left, you guys can see there are zombies with green eyes, and no other zombie has that. So the begs the question right now is that going to be a boss zombie? Now, we've had this in other Call of Duties. For example, if you guys have ever played, what is it? It's called 5? You guys had that little guy that would chase you around and steal your weapons. It's a long time since I've played that. But either way, we've seen bosses in almost every single zombie map. And for the most part, it looks as if it's going to be returning. Because as I said, guys, if you go play Riot, the Easter egg in AW to play zombies, not even that has a zombie with green eyes. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be a boss zombie. That's kind of like a hint at it. The next thing is the AE4 Widowmaker. Now guys, this is a DLC weapon. I'm sure that most of you know about it. It's essentially an SMG EM1. I've used it. It's not really my cup of tea. I can't really stand using it if I'm being honest with you guys. The first map is going to be Sideshow, then the second is Core, third is Drift, and then fourth is Urban. I wanted to start out by going to the top left with the map called Sideshow. For those of you that have ever played Black Ops 1, you guys may have played DLC with the map called Convoy. Convoy looks exactly like the map Sideshow, or at least this image does. In the map Convoy, you guys have a few hotels that you guys can go inside and outside of. You guys have a stairwell leading up to the balcony. You guys have a little sign right where Sideshow is, and there's the aesthetic alone is almost identical to the map called Convoy, so I'm almost certain that Sideshow is going to be a map remake from the previous DLC on Black Ops 1 called Escalation, which was released on March 5th, 2011. If you guys want to, go to YouTube after you get done watching the video and type in BO1 Convoy DLC. Just type it in like that, and you guys can go watch gameplay of that. It's almost identical to Sideshow. And then we have Core. Now, Core to me looks like a map from Titanfall. If you guys have ever played Titanfall, you guys probably would have thought the same thing. It looks like the walls are pretty much going all the way up to the ceiling. Now, I know that sounds crazy, the walls go up to the ceiling, but for the most part, it looks as if it's going to be a huge cave, and your objective is to actually get to the core of the map. That seems like where all the action's going to be, is going to be on the core. And then we have map number 3, which is Drift. For those of you that have ever played Black Ops 2, you guys would have known that we did have a map that was set in a night aesthetic. So Drift looks like it's going to be setting in a dawn/nighttime aesthetic. And then for the most part, Drift seems pretty self-explanatory. You guys have your middle lane. You guys have a few buildings to go inside and outside of. There's really not a whole lot to go out of. If you guys look in the far right, you guys will notice that there is a building with snow. So hopefully that's what it looks like. We haven't zoomed in super far, so maybe Drift is set in a Christmas era. Maybe. Maybe it's set in a winterish era. And then the fourth map is Urban. Now, Urban should be pretty self-explanatory for you dudes. It's set in a urban aesthetic. It seems relatively straightforward. You guys have the middle lane. You guys have the buildings on the right and the left. And then for the most part, guys, I can't really go much more in depth. Far from it, it's just called Urban. That's really all we can go off of. But that's it, guys. These are the 4 DLC maps and the Exo Zombies. As I said earlier, if you guys look on the top left of the Exo Zombies, it looks like there is going to be a boss zombie coming in the first DLC. But that's it, guys. If you enjoyed today's AW video, if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to do so. I upload daily AW videos, ranging from news, tips, tricks, leaks, you guys name it, it's here. But that said, this has been your host, Drill Sykes, and I will talk to you guys later.